Hey guys, welcome back to Naughty Threads. Just in case you're new here, do subscribe and also hit the bell icon so that you don't miss on any videos. So it's a very interesting video guys. I had posted a sneak peek on my Instagram already and lot of you have messaged me on WhatsApp asking for the video tutorial. So here I am. I know it's been months that you guys have requested me to show some crochet designs for blouses. So finally I made some time and I am starting off with this one. This is how it is. It's an elbow length sleeve and this is how I have worked. So let me show you guys a close-up. So this is how it is done. We have worked in between these two pieces, so when you actually wear the sleeve your skin is going to show here. It looks really pretty guys, so do watch the video till the end and let me know in the comments what you think about it. So now let's get started. So I have worked this kind of design on one sleeve. I'll be showing you guys how to do this on the other sleeve. So this sleeve is cut and it is stitched with lining. We have to do this before it is attached to the main body of the sleeve. So here I have got the piping so that it is easier for us to work. And I have worked this kind of design. I will show you guys how to do that. So this is how the sleeve should be with the piping and lining. So the sari of first we'll have to work the baseline. And for this I am using my regular crochet hook number 10 and 6 strands of silk thread here. So I am going to leave about an inch and start from here. The right side of the sleeve is facing towards me. So initially when you're working you might find it a little difficult to pierce through this because there are 3 to 4 layers of fabric, but if you just apply little force the needle will pass. Make sure you don't hurt your finger while doing this. So we'll do 3 chain base. So 3 chains and 1 single crochet. The baseline is very simple. So this is how you will continue till the other end. I'm actually piercing in between this right next to the piping. I'm not piercing it on this fabric. So the same base will continue till the end and make sure to stop. This blouse is this color, so I am just working in one color and I have used some gold beads. So now we'll see how to work this part. Now since this goes in the margin, I did not start from the edge and I have started after an inch. And on the other side also I have stopped at 1 inch here. So this is how it looks. Before 1 inch from the end here. I have finished working the baseline. Now I'll turn the sleeve and I'll work 2 chains and 2 double crochets in the first block. After 2 double crochets, again continue with 2 chains and 2 double crochets in the next block. So this step will continue the same way, 2 chains and 2 double crochets. I have finished working this line. Now I'm going to turn the sleeve again and repeat the same step, but this time I will be adding a bead. So 2 chains and 2 double crochets in the 2 chain gap. So instead of doing 2 double crochets directly, I will add 1 bead in between 2 doubles. So I'm using this gold metal bead. and then 2 chains and double crochets in the chain gap. So this is how this step will continue. So once we are done with this step, I will repeat the same step 2 more times but without the bead. So this is the step with the bead. 2 more times I will have to repeat the exact same thing, but in the last 2 steps I am not adding any kind of bead. I have finished working 2 more steps and I have trimmed the thread here and I have made a knot. So I am done with the sleeve part. This is actually an elbow length sleeve. I'm going to tell you guys how I will be attaching the other piece of fabric to this crochet part. So I'm going to keep the sleeve aside, and now I've already started working on the back here. So for the back, this is the base I have worked. Same thing is done here. So 3 chains and 1 single crochet, but it is done on the neckline like this. Same way I've got this neckline done with piping so that it is easier for us to pierce. So the hemming is yet to be done. So I've just got the back. The front is not attached, so we'll have to work it at this stage. Now after the 3 chain base, I'm going to turn the work and work my next line. So I'm going to do about 1 inch work. So that part is also included in the shoulder. So while cutting the blouse, we have kept the shoulder 1 inch less. So this is the seam allowance. So if your shoulder has to be like 2 inches, you will have to minus 1 inch for the work and then just have 1 inch here. So that's how you will have to cut this blouse, because this crochet part is also included in the shoulder. I'm going to start off by working 2 chains and 2 double crochets. So I'm doing the exact same thing I did for the sleeve. So again 2 chains and 2 double crochets. So I finished working the first line and this is how it looks at this stage. So there are no wrinkles or anything of that sort. You will have to work very carefully so that there are no wrinkles in the blouse. So now we'll start the second line. It's the exact same thing like we worked for the sleeve. So I'm going to work 2 chains and continue with 2 double crochets in the 2 chain gap. For this neckline, I'm going to add bead in the next line. It's the exact same way like we did the sleeve. So 2 double crochets and 2 chains. Don't make the double crochets too long. If you make it too long, then there is lot of gap. There's a lot of gap here. So we'll stick to smaller length and this is how we'll continue this step. So I finished this step and I have turned the blouse. Now I'm going to work back, and in this step I will be adding bead. So I'll start off with 2 chains and work 1 double crochet here. After 1 double crochet I will add a bead. So it's exactly the same like I worked the sleeve. I'll add 1 gold bead in between 2 double crochets. And then 2 chains. So 1 bead and 1 double crochet. So this is how you will continue this step. So after adding the bead, I worked 1 more step, same way but without bead, and then in the final step I am just doing single crochets just to give it a little thickness here. So in the 2 chain gap, I'm working 2 single crochets, and I'm just working a single crochet in 1 double crochet here. So we'll see how I'm doing that. So I've already reached halfway through. So I've done 1 single crochet on the first double here. I'm going to skip the second one. In the 2 chain gap, I'm working 2 singles, and then 1 single in the first double, skip the second one, 2 singles in the 2 chain gap. So this way we'll finish the design. I'll show you guys how it looks once the blouse is stitched. Same way you will continue, knot it here, and then we'll have to attach the shoulder and finish the blouse. So here is the finished look. The blouse is stitched. Like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be an elbow length sleeve. So this is the sleeve. I worked on this part, after which this got attached. So I think if I reverse it, you guys will get an idea. So this is how we have attached it with the lining. So if you don't want so much gap, you can also work here, but I thought this will look a little different, so that is the reason I worked it like this. So once it is worn, it is looking actually pretty. This is the back. We just finished stitching it, so the hemming and all is not yet done. The finishing is yet to be done. So even the neck, you might find a little wrinkle here, but once you wear it, it's going to sit fine. So this is the final outcome. For the front, I did not do anything because I just wanted it to be simple. So if you notice here, this is how it is joined. So this crochet part is included in the shoulder. It is not extended from here. Instead, it is a part of the shoulder. I have planned a few more designs for other blouses with different necklines. So in the other videos, I will show you guys how to extend and work. And I wouldn't disclose now. Let it be a surprise. I have planned quite a few designs. So you will be getting one by one, maybe one video a week or so from now, because this takes good amount of time, and I thought of working it myself instead of getting it done by somebody. So that is the reason it's going to take time, keeping all the things in mind. So yeah, this is how it looks. In case you want, you can do it on the front neck as well. But yeah, this is the look. Please follow Knotty Threads on Facebook and Instagram, because once it is all the finishing is done, when my mom wears this blouse, I'm going to take a pic and post it on Instagram and Facebook. So do follow Knotty Threads on both the social media. So yeah, I guess that's about it. In case you like this video, do give us the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Keep sharing our videos with your friends. Visit my blog knottythreads.net, and in case you have not subscribed to my vlog channel Kanika Reddy Vlogs, do subscribe. So I guess that's all in today's video. I shall see you guys soon with more interesting videos. Until then, take care. Bye bye.